Okay. All right. Very good. Here we are. We're live. We go right to Shub because we have a lot of beers to try. Like a lot. Like 4 or 5. Hello.
Hello.
This camera's not as good as the other one, but it's fine. The other one's very
Right.
clear and very wide. It was kind of cool. I have to figure out what the issue is. We were having technical difficulties at the beginning of this, but we're back now. So how's everything going?
Excellent.
Yeah. How was the whiskey thing this weekend?
Oh my goodness, that was incredible. So we had Bardstown Bourbon Company come up with this amazing trailer, and oh man, they set up for like 2 hours, and then had like a mobile bar set up in our parking lot. And so we tasted through Fusion 5, Discovery 5, and then their Prisoner one that was aged in the Prisoner wine barrels.
Right.
But it was awesome. We had lots of people come out. We went through 15 cases of Bardstown, and
Wow.
yeah.
I mean, I saw pictures online of of like lines at it. And I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. What else is coming up? We might as well do your announcements while we're doing this because why not? So this
Um,
everybody, I don't know, people watching. This is Shub from Allview. She's the beer buyer at Allview.
yes, I'm the barista of Allview, and let's see. I mean, we have this month we're doing Sierra Nevada as our beer of the month. So all
Nice.
of our Sierra Nevada is on sale. Next month will be New Belgium. But we just got in our All the Paws Oliver beer that we brewed with fish paws. And we will, yep, there it is.
We're gonna taste this a little bit. We're gonna do the 2 collabs last.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, we'll do the 2 collabs last so we can give more love to those for sure.
Yeah.
So do you have a lot of tastings? Do you guys do a lot of tastings?
We've definitely, been filling up our calendar now that people are more open to such things. We've been doing a lot of them outside, weather permitting, which is nice. It gives people a little bit more room. Our store is kind of small, so
Right.
it's nice.
Yeah, we've been doing like we did the beer release this weekend outside for the Wicked Summer beer. We did that thing outside because we had live music for it, and then we have the seltzer thing coming up on the 22nd, and we'll be outside for that because there's like 7 seltzers to sample, including the collaboration. Yeah, but they're all like craft seltzers, so they're all like like Cigar City, the Canarchy stuff, Founders, 2 Robbers, all those kinds. So there's no like Bud Light or any of that stuff. And actually, Rockwell is going to be there. They started canning seltzer, so they're coming too. So we have our collab. So we have a couple out of Frederick too, which is kind of cool. And then we're going to do the Untitled ones.
Nice.
We have somebody come to sample the Untitled Arts ones. Have you had any of those?
So yeah, I had one of the Pixie Mix ones.
Okay.
I forget which one. It tasted like grape Kool-Aid. And then I had the Omnipolo collab, the smoothie seltzer. That was, I don't know exactly where we draw the line.
Right, exactly, right. With like some of those, like especially the Untitled ones and the smoothie stuff. Like, do you get the Schmoogie stuff?
Yes.
From Imprint? Like, where's the line there? Like that pyrotechnic one that came out a couple weeks ago for 4th of July. Like, they're all super. I don't know. I don't know where the line for seltzers is now.
Right. Yeah, it's a seltzer base, so sure you could call it a seltzer, but it's a smoothie with like some fizz.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of they're delicious, but I don't like. I feel like people who drink seltzers are probably drinking seltzers because they want the healthy aspect of it, the low cal of it, and I feel like with all that fruit, kind of takes that away.
Yeah, the Omnipolo Untitled Art one I think was close to 325 calories.
Yeah, so at that point you might as well just drink beer.
Right.
Because you're doing an extra mile on your run anyway, of whatever, if you're drinking that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, we have that coming up. So I'm pretty excited. That'll be outside. The weather looks like it's going to be good. It had to be rescheduled because when we had it, we had all that bad weather, but originally scheduled. So yeah, so that'll be fun. It'll be pretty interesting. We don't really have a lot. We have the movie. We have Jaws coming up in a couple weeks. In the parking lot.
That's cool.
With the folks in Narragansett. So that'll be fun. That does well every year. You wouldn't think for like a movie that's like 50 years old it would draw as well as it does, but it does pretty well. So we have those two things coming up. So it's exciting. We're getting back into the flow of it. I think like everybody else, it's starting to like pick up. People are feeling more comfortable about being outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited about it. So especially the Jaws thing, I like doing that. We do like the look-alike contest every year where people dress up like Quint. Awesome. We thought about doing the Crush a Can contest, but then when people were nervous that somebody was going to get cut and it'd be a loss, whatever. I was like, we just put heavy gloves on them. Right. So why not, right? But whatever, we didn't. So Larry Pendleton says you. former boss of both of us. So that's kind of cool. Good to see him watching. All right, Shub, you are up first. What are we tasting first? So what do we have? 5 beers tonight?
5 beers.
5.
Let's see. I was thinking we'll start with Box Turtle.
Sure. Shout out to the folks at Oliver. So this is Box Turtle, which I love the artwork on it. And I guess this is a new series for them because it says Native Series #1. So they must be doing kind of like True Respite does with theirs. They do the animal series.
Right. I know that one of the guys who works at the brewery, his wife actually painted this turtle.
Really? Very cool. Yeah, it says Maryland Native Series #1, Box Turtle. First installment of Maryland Native Series is a dry hop Kolsch with a Box Turtle by Beth Ann Wilson.
Yep, there she is.
Cool. Very cool. All right. So this just came out, right?
Yes. They released this, I think, with their anniversary a couple weeks back.
Yeah, so it's going to be like under 3 weeks old.
Yeah.
And I feel like Kolsch's are like a thing now.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Yeah, I've definitely seen a few more popping up. I've always loved that style. Classic German Kolsch. There's been a couple that you've seen for a while. Rogue's Honey Kolsch has been out. That's one of their core lineups forever now.
Yeah.
But it's
the Schlafly one, which you don't see as much as they used to. That's the best one. Like of all the domestic Kolsch's, I mean, that one's got the whole package. Years ago, we talked to Tom Schlafly on one of these things, and that's the beer they're most proud of, I think, at Schlafly, because he was a guy that went to school in D.C., and when they started selling his beer across from his school, he was all excited. And Kolsch was like the first one. Kolsch was like their first sort of release that came here. So yeah, I like this.
Yeah, this is delicious. Dry hopped with Citra and crisp, clean.
Really nice finish. Got a little bit it's got that orange note to it, which I really like.
Yeah, almost melon. Yeah, no, that's delicious.
Yeah, this is great. This is a total lawnmower beer after mowing the lawn beer.
Absolutely.
Totally. Nice clear color.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's very cool. I like it. So you have this in stock. I have this in stock. So people can come pick it up. Pricing is pretty good on it too.
Yeah.
It's like I think we have it for $13.99 or something in that price range. I mean, we've seen a lot of Kolsch's lately. I mean, Kush was doing one.
Yep.
This one.
Monument did one.
Union.
The watermill Kolsch.
Yeah.
Von Trapp, obviously, we tried that last time, and then they have their core Kolsch from Von Trapp.
Right. That's right. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot. So it's a nice style that's come back. We have a guy that comes into the store, and his wife loves Kolsch's. So I have him check out all the new ones. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, he always gets a Sixtel. And I say, well, check out this one, check out this one. And she always goes back to the one from Brewer's Alley.
Okay. Which
is like, that's the OG Kolsch.
Yeah.
In like Maryland. And she always goes back to that one. They try every new one and that's still her favorite. So they always get a Sixtel of that. That's cool. That's cool. Give them some love up at Brewer's Alley. We like their beer. We like those people. So yeah. So Kolsch's, that's the way to go. That's the summer. That's the beer of the summer. I feel like that's this year's summer beer. Like everybody's doing one.
Yeah, definitely.
So look out for this at the stores, both stores. Allview has it. I have it, and watch out for this series. I don't know what's next in it, but it's probably coming out relatively soon. I don't know how this series is running. Like I don't know if it's like the whole year or how they're doing it. Once a month for a year, whatever. I don't really know. We'll have to get Chrissy on to explain it to us one day. Yeah, we'll have Chrissy as a guest when the next one comes out, so she can clarify our situation with that. So this is excellent. People should be picking this up, especially this weekend. It's going to be hot again, so you're going to need something nice and refreshing, and that's our pick. Our pick to click, as they say. All right. What do we want to do next? Do we want to do the berry gelato, or do we want to go into the? I feel like berry gelato because if we get into the dark beer, the dreamy teamy.
Okay.
So this beer is delicious. We had George in it last week, and to do a tasting. I feel like this is their first like smoothie sour that they've done.
Well, so they had what was it? What were those ones? The end of last year?
I don't remember.
Oh my goodness, I'm completely blanking. And then they've done a couple of like the brewery only ones, like the big and big crumble, and those ones. But
you'll think of it. You think of it about halfway through. You'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking about."
They were like cobbler series.
Oh yeah. I do remember that. Yes, I do remember that. I can't remember what they were as far as fruits, but I do remember that. Ooh, yeah, this beer is awesome. It's not super thick, so I'm down with that. Because I'm not really like, I don't really like the thick boy style that much. It's thick enough. But yeah, I like this. Cheers. What's that?
You don't like to chew your beer?
No, not particularly. This one is viscous enough that, and it's got a great nose on it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So what's in? I gotta see what's in this. Blueberry, blackcurrant, milk sugar, and vanilla. And they have a new one coming out too. I think it got released last week.
Oh, okay.
Which is in this series, which is like an orange creamsicle thing.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think it comes out. I think it's out this week or next week. Okay. I'm not sure. When do you guys get back up?
Friday.
All right. Yeah. So I get it tomorrow.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, I will keep an eye out.
This is really good.
This is excellent. You get nice fruit, but it's tart. the creamy mouthfeel, like not too thick, but it's reminds me of gelato.
Yeah, and I feel like that's what they would go. You know, obviously they were going for that with the name of it. So yes, I mean they're doing a lot of cool stuff there. Like every one of their hazies has been on point.
Absolutely.
For a while. And now they're doing this, and I think isn't their anniversary soon?
Yeah,
like maybe next week.
Sometime in the next week or so.
It used to always be the same day as Unions, and now Unions is in August. So I think theirs is the weekend before.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's how it works. Yeah, I saw the list. They were releasing that a couple stouts. They had a whole bunch of stuff that was coming out for their anniversary.
Black Mage.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw some people raving about that the other day. That must have had it. I don't know if they had like an old can or if they had a pour from the brewery. Yeah.
That beer is so good.
I know they do it. They do a good job. They've really upped their game. I remember when they started and people were like, boo. But now they're like on fire.
Yeah. They're so close to our store that we obviously bring in all of their stuff, but it also, the price point's good. The quality is good. They're just great all around.
Yeah, their price point is really good. Like in 2021, when like hazy IPAs are going for $20 a 4-pack, they come in at like $15.99, $16.99. That's I was just talking about this today with my backup guy because they did that triple IPA, which I can't remember what it was cost, and that was like a $20 4-pack, and I was just like, that's unusual for them to have that high a price point for a beer. They're usually pretty on point.
Yeah, but even still, so many other breweries, when you get to like a triple, it's going to cost you, I mean, if it's Equilibrium, $30.
Exactly. I mean, for what that beer was, you're exactly right. Like, I mean, there's a lot of hops that go into it, this and that. So, I mean, obviously to get the ABV up there and that kind of stuff. So, I mean, at $20, it's still a good deal, and it probably drinks like super smooth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what the percentage is. I don't remember. Probably 10, and it probably drinks like 7. Yeah. So I haven't had it. So, well, we'll leave that up to George to fill us in on that if he's watching. Yeah, I really like this beer. I really like this gelato. I feel like you could reduce it down too and make like a really good sauce for like chicken or something.
Ooh, yeah. Or put it into some cranberry sauce for Thanksgiving.
Ooh, yes, for sure. They might even, maybe they'll do one for them.
That would be delicious.
Yes. This gets an A. So far we're 2 for 2. What's next?
I guess the ultimate dreamy team.
Let's do it. We'll do ours last. We'll do, like I said, we'll do ours last. So this beer is super cool. My friend Katie, it's actually her recipe. Katie from Hysteria. So they do this every year, right? They've done it 2 years in a row, this dream team thing. And so this year they added who? Molly's?
Yeah, so it's True Respite, Molly's, Hysteria, and Uncapped Podcast, and Oliver's.
Right. So I think last year they all did, everybody but Molly's was in it. And everybody did a hazy. Yeah, everybody did a hazy. And this year they had Molly's joined on this collab. So the other two, did you get the other two?
Yeah, so I have the Oliver's one.
Ooh, all right. So they changed it. Now this year it's ultimate. So last year should have been penultimate, right? Because
should have been.
Yeah, so I don't think I got the Oliver's one. I got the True Respite one, which is a hazy. The They were all hazies, but they were all like normal hazies.
Right, and
But
then
this one,
Hysteria made a black IPA.
yeah, Hysteria wanted to like go in a different direction with it, and kudos to them for taking that for doing that, right? Because like, why not make it? Why not be different? So
Right,
they did a black IPA or a Cascadian Dark, whatever you prefer to call
right.
it. And so this is actually my friend Katie's recipe. So I'm very excited to try this just because that pours great. Look at that. Do you get a lot of people asking for them
For Hysteria?
for black IPAs?
It's sort of a style that certain people, for sure, um, that's more their style, but it's kind of like a black lager or something where you might get somebody kind of on it, like the Schwarzbier style.
Right.
But I don't see a ton of demand for it in the market.
I feel like people reminisce about it and like have this like, oh, those were great back in the day type of ideas, and then they like get them again and they're like, eh, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like
Didn't
I feel
Guinness
like
have
that's how
one?
that style works.
I think Guinness had a black IPA back, I don't know, 10 years ago.
Yeah, yeah. The best one I ever had, and I doubt they make it anymore. Do you do a lot with Peak Organic?
I have.
They used to make a black IPA called Hop Noir. That beer was really good.
Okay. I don't know if I ever had that one.
That beer was
Um,
really good.
I know when all the breweries were doing the Black is Beautiful collab, people did
Hmm.
different variations on that. You got a lot of stouts, maybe some porters and brown ales, but there were a few black IPAs that were really good.
I think Union might have done one.
I think so.
I think that was the one that Union did. I don't remember 100%, but I feel like that was Union did that. Um, that was a cool collab thing, but I think it was really stout heavy. There was a couple though, like from breweries in other parts of the country that did like black raspberry sours and stuff.
Ooh, that would have been good.
Yeah,
I
you know
didn't
what I
get
mean?
any of
So
those.
they weren't like they could use the name, but they had a lot of leeway in the style they could brew.
Right.
So um, that's pretty cool. Like, there's that new one coming out that Notch Brewing, Rat Magnet's doing, and now I can't think of the name of it to save my life. Um, and I asked her about that, how that was going to work, and she told me that basically whoever wanted to do it could do it. And I guess there's a bunch of like stipulations to be able to brew it, but that she said they were going to be sent a recipe, but they could tweak it however they wanted.
Okay.
So that could be pretty interesting. With I don't know anybody locally that has committed to it, doing it, but I think that could be pretty interesting. And I wish I could remember the name, but I can't. So there you go. So you have the regular IPA, right? You don't have the Hysteria version.
Yeah, I have Oliver's hazy version.
Okay. So this is the Hysteria Black IPA version of this beer of Ultimate Dreamy Teamy. I think I'm out of everybody else's. They all sold through, which
Yeah,
is a
they've
good thing.
very
This
well.
was like the last can on the shelf, actually.
I think we have maybe one 4-pack left of this. But they all used Galaxy and Strata hops. And then obviously could take liberties with it.
Right. This is good. I like it. I mean, it's pretty rich and it's pretty like on a hot day like today. The air conditioning's going to be like down to like 67.
Yeah. This one,
yeah, it's good.
This one you get a lot of dank citrusiness, almost earthy, but very good. The hops come through really well.
I mean, Strata and Galaxy though. I mean, you can't like I've had a bunch of Strata beers lately that have been killer.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I like this. I really do like this. But I don't know. Maybe they still have it at the brewery. Hysteria.
They might. I'll have to pop over there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that they do. They move through quite a bit of stuff on their 4-packs. So if anybody's looking for this, I might have 1 or 2 cans left on the shelf at the store, and then just hit up Hysteria to see if any's left, and probably the same with the other ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be Olympics time, so they're probably going to like that one will probably be like a big Olympics basketball one because it's got that logo. It's got the old school USA basketball logo happening on it. So, yeah. So, all right. So far we're 3 for 3.
I think so.
Now is the real test. Rock, paper, scissors for who goes first.
Okay.
All right. Ready?
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I don't even know how that works. All right. What do you want to do first?
Well, let's keep with the IPAs. We'll do mine first, and we'll end on yours.
Okay. So tell us all about this beer. Now, it's Fish Paws has it. You have it. We have a little bit.
Yep.
So, all right. Tell us all about this beer.
So Charlie took over the beer program at Fish Paws, and we've been considering doing a collaboration beer inspired by you, perhaps. You do so many.
I know. It's a little embarrassing, actually, but okay.
But and then we teamed up with Oliver's. We're really good friends with Jason and those guys. So wanted to brew a easy drinking IPA that had hazy juiciness, but also had some more old school hops. So we threw in like the CTZ, and yep, we brewed this up at Oliver's not too long ago. I poured the hops in. And
there you go. Did you get the picture? You got to get that picture of putting the hops in.
I have it somewhere.
That's like the obligatory picture.
Right. And but so yeah, Allview and Fish Paws. So we have all the paws.
Yeah, you know what? I was today years old when I figured that out.
We after the fact realized when a couple customers asked if it donated to any sort of barks or something, that wasn't originally our thought, but if we do another one, we'll have to.
But were you guys talking about doing like an adoption event at Allview?
Not that I know of.
Oh, I thought we were talking about that. Maybe I was confused. So I know in all the social for Fish Paws, they have local people's dogs come in and take pictures next to their display.
Yeah, so I guess they get a lot of dogs in their store. We get a couple, but they've had quite a few dogs come in. They're very cute.
Yeah, they do have a lot of dogs come in. We have a few dogs come in, not too many. I feel like it's not PetSmart, so whatever. But
yeah, bull in a china shop kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you guys are tiny too, so there's not like a lot. There's not like a lot of room. So if they get wagging, it could be a disaster.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I was today years old when I figured out the name. I was just like, oh, I get it. Allview Fish Paws. I get it. So was this the first time you've done like a collaboration, like gone to the brewery? You guys went up to the brewery. Everybody was there, right?
Yep. We've done beers. We've aged beers into our whiskey barrels before.
Right, because you guys do a lot of barrel aging stuff.
Oh yeah, Justin does a lot of whiskey barrels.
Right.
But this was the first. Well, so we did brew. Oliver's actually brewed us a beer. I had come up with brewing a Take 5 stout to go into our Jack Daniel's single barrel.
Okay.
So we have that aging. That should be released sometime this fall.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
is that going to be canned? Do you know if it's going to be packaged or is it going to be straight draft?
So that's actually it's going to be a 4-pack 16-ounce cans.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but this was, that one we sort of decided to brew something on the pilot system to fill the barrel.
Okay.
So sort of we needed a beer to go into the barrel, so we brewed one. Whereas this one was we want to brew a beer. So,
right. So, how big a case drop did you guys get? Like 50 cases?
So the total yield was around 10 kegs and 159 cases.
Woo!
So I think as of right now, both of our stores, we've each gotten about 60 cases.
Okay.
And then you have a couple. I think there's a couple left at Legends, but we're moving through it.
That's great. Congratulations. Yeah. That's great.
Thank you.
I mean, I like the label. I'm glad Charlie's getting into the old collab thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's moving pretty good at the store. We've probably done at least 2 cases of it because we have it set up right. Like when people like yours is there, and then the stuff for the collaboration we did is right next to it, so people can see both side by side. So I got to try this actually. Now that I'm talking about it. Very good. Really good. Like, what's the ABV on this?
6%.
Yeah, so this is like a nice. This is definitely a summer beer. Pretty light.
Yeah, we wanted something that you could knock a few back.
Interesting choice of Idaho 7, because Idaho 7 to me is one of those hops that like I like it, but I have friends that are not big Idaho 7 fans. They don't like the earthiness of it.
Yeah.
So, but whatever. I mean, are you happy with it?
I am. I think it's absolutely crushable. It's got just enough juiciness, just enough hoppiness. It's sort of a East Coast meets West Coast.
Right. Do you have plans to do any more? Collabs?
We're toying with a couple ideas. We haven't pulled the trigger on anything quite yet. We'll have to team up and do one.
Oh yeah, we'll do the Shub and Rob collab. That'll be great.
Yeah.
But I feel like in collabs, it's a tough thing. Like you can go for the easy sell. You know what I mean? Like sours, IPAs, that kind of thing. So, or would you go for something a little bit more obscure?
I mean, obviously this time we went straight for the easy drinking IPA. We were trying to, do an easy one.
Well, it's the first time too, so you want to see how it works.
For sure. But I'm definitely interested in doing some more niche things. I just want to make sure it's still something that's appeals to a decent number of people.
Right.
And if it's
because you don't want to be stuck with like 50 cases of a dog, basically.
Right. If it's too obscure, we'll need to do it on like the pilot system and do a much smaller batch, just in case.
Like the first one we did. What was the first one we did? The first one we did was with Monocacy, and it was like it was a red ale that we aged in a barrel. I can't remember the barrel. So that was like the first collab we did. And that was draft only, so that was perfect. And then, then we kind of went easy because I remember when we did the first Cool Kids with True Respite, I was like, it was with Danny Glazier up at in Poolsville at Cugini's, and I was like, because I don't know if you've ever had this beer, but True Respite makes a killer smoked beer, like killer. It's the best beer they make. They hardly ever make it.
What's it called?
It's called Alpine House.
No, I haven't had that one.
It's the best. It's easily the best beer they make. If Brandon's watching, he's probably going to kill me, but it's easily the best beer they make.
I thought that Grill was the best beer they've ever made.
Which one?
Grill.
Ah, the one they just came out. No,
he said it was the best one they've ever made.
Maybe he meant the best hazy they ever made.
Maybe
he meant that. But well, anyway, so when we went to do this Cool Kids beer, I was just like, "Oh man, we should do a smoke beer." And Danny was like, "Rob, we got to sell it." And he has draft because it's a bar. So I was like, "Yeah, I get you." Like, but I would love to do a smoke beer, but it would have to be a really small run.
Right.
Like really small.
I loved Monument City's smoked peach beer. That sour they came out with.
Oh yeah, with Brewers Art. Was it them?
Yeah, maybe. I can't
a couple
remember.
Years ago, right?
Yeah, 2, 3 years.
Yeah, that beer was killer.
It was excellent.
Yeah, like you don't see enough smoke beers, in my opinion. But again, nobody wants to do them because they got to sell them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then then we just did like the hazy. Then we went to haze. We've done mostly hazies. Now I'm looking. Yeah, now I'm looking at some more obscure stuff. But the most obscure one we did was that one with Hysteria, the Bun Cake Imperial Stout.
Okay.
With raspberry. That was really good.
Yeah.
It's not really moving. But it's also 10%, so I'm not like freaked out about it because it'll be fine for a while.
Right, so. And it's I think a good stout you can drink any day of the year.
Well, and it's a white stout.
Oh, okay, right, but a lot of people they're like, I'll wait for cooler weather to crack into the stouts.
Yeah, nobody's doing a 10%, 10% white stout or dark imperial stout in 95-degree heat.
It's only 95 degrees.
Right, exactly. So this is very good. So people should pick this up. Yeah, you can pick it up from me, and you can pick it up at all. You can go to see Charlie and pick it up at Fish Paws too. So you have many options, and any buyers out there that want to pick this up, ask your Legends rep to see if they have any left. So we'll get you out there. We'll get you out in the market because that's a big drop of beer.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's been doing really well. At first, we were, wowed by the number that it produced, but that's okay. The beer is solid, so it's selling. We've only
the beer's solid. It'll stand up for a while.
It's as of Friday, we'll have had it for 2 weeks, and we've already gone through, I don't know, at least 30 cases. So
nice. That's awesome. That's really awesome. So congratulations on the first.
Thank you.
The first official.
Hopefully the first of many.
There you go. Yeah, why not? I think they're fun. I mean, you know what I mean? I mean, it's a nice day, and it's like it supports a lot of local, and people are interested in that kind of stuff. So absolutely. I mean, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, I love building relationships with the breweries. Further building those relationships. So it's always fun to spend a day over there and talk through things and come up with something cool together.
Did you have a lot of input into the recipe? Did you and Charlie have a lot of input into the recipe?
Yeah, so we got to pick the hop combination.
Okay.
And you know, we were going into it, you know, thinking, okay, hazy IPA, but sort of with a twist. So that's why we sort of went with like the CTZ more old school hop combo. So I like the way it came out though.
Yeah, it's excellent. It's very good. So congratulations. All right. So the last beer of the night. I don't know about. I gotta grab mine. Wait, I gotta get it out of the fridge. If I can find it. Oh, there it is.
Wicked Summer.
Yeah, so this beer, the idea behind this beer was many moons ago when I started drinking beer. Like in the early 90s, there was a beer called Pete's Wicked Summer Ale, and I loved that beer. I mean, I thought that beer was the best beer I had, and then it kind of went away. Like, I think he couldn't compete, or somebody bought it, and then Pete sort of like went away. And so I was always thinking it would be cool to do a collaboration based off of that beer. Now, when we did this beer, we actually couldn't find the recipe, the original Pete's recipe, which is weird, like online. So we had to kind of play it by ear. Since then, I've talked to two people. One person the day after we brewed this beer, and he asked what it was, and I told him, and he said, "Oh, I know him. So I'm going to California, and I'll get you the recipe." And then I talked to Q Sisson was in the store, and he was like, "If that guy falls through, I'll get it for you." So we're brewing. So this beer is actually brewed with 1623 up in Eldersburg. I don't know if you can see this on the side. Where is it? 1623 up in Eldersburg, us, and a brewery called Jagged Mountain in Colorado, which is right next to the baseball stadium, which is actually hosting the All-Star game tonight. So, so it's the Coors Stadium in Denver, and this brewery is like right next to it. And the woman who's the head brewer's name is Alyssa, and you can follow her on Instagram at Southern Beer Girl. She has a great Instagram. Like her Instagram is like, she'll do a whole thing about yeast, and it's super educational. So she has a great Instagram account. Anyway, I reached out to her and I was just like, would you be interested in being involved in this? And she's friends with Zach from 1623. So she was like, yeah, that'd be cool. And so how we did it was the day we brewed at 1623, we actually had her on the StreamYard while we were brewing. So it was like a virtual collaboration. She was only on it for probably 10 or 15 minutes because she was actually teaching a class for some school in Colorado. But she came on for about 10 or 15 minutes and we talked about it. And so that's how it sort of came about. And then, so Zach, who's the brewmaster for 1623, he's a Columbine survivor. So they do a lot of Columbine, like a lot of benefit beers with this group called the Rebels Project, which is sort of an organization that helps people that have gone through those things with mental health and that kind of stuff. So I said to him, why don't we make this a Rebels Project collab, and we'll get the money and we'll send you guys the money. So that's really how it came about. We had he was all for it. We got with the woman, her name is Amy Over from Rebels Project. She came aboard, and Alyssa's on board. So we all decided that's what we're going to do. So we did it here this year, and next year we're doing it in Colorado with probably the original Pete's recipe. We hope, cross our fingers. So yeah, so it's got a nice little backstory to it, and then the woman who does the artwork on it, she does a lot of stuff for 1623 and Monument. Her name is Jen, hoop design studio, and I love her artwork. So I was like, we should have her do the artwork. So everything about this collab, I really like. The whole benefit thing it's got going on, the vibe of the package. We had T-shirts made up. I have a glass. I should have been drinking that out of the glass, but I forgot to grab it.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we did a whole thing, and everything. The proceeds are all going to Rebels Project.
That's awesome. So, I love the Whitey's drawing.
It's right? Fantastic. I mean, it's pretty cool. And if you look in the windows, the first set of windows.
Yeah.
So it says MD Beer Guy, Jagged Mountain, Rebels Project, and then of course 1623 is the main. So there is in the windows. She wrote it in the windows too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, she does a great job because this is what the building looks like. So
right,
so it's kind of cool. I really like it.
You need like a framed print in the store.
Yeah, she would probably give it to us. Like, yeah. It's pretty bad. It's pretty tight. It's pretty tight label art. And this is what the original like Pete's Wicked Summer graphics look like. To tell you the truth.
Okay, yeah, like the font.
Yeah, so we had it done that way. So, like the original Pete's beer was kind of like this with the clouds and stuff, but people were playing baseball.
Right. It
was a baseball field, so it's cool. I don't know. So, awesome. Yeah, so we had the release for it the other day, and my friend Neil played music for it, and people were trying, and we sold 4 or 5 cases on Saturday of it when it first came in. So it's doing pretty well. We sold quite a few glasses, actually, because people dig glasses. And the T-shirts come in, I think, tomorrow.
All right, well, save me one. I'm a small.
There you go. Yeah. Yes, sure. I think I got mediums. Mediums is the smallest I got.
Okay.
But they'll probably shrink. They'll probably shrink. Yeah. So anyway, that's kind of the backstory with this beer. And we are actually doing a virtual with everybody involved in it as soon as I can get the beer to Colorado.
Right.
Which is like tomorrow. Like I'm mailing it to Colorado tomorrow with the glasses, so we can do a cheers with everybody involved in it. So anyway, and then next year we're going to do it out there. So, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Colorado?
Yeah, I went out.
Fantastic.
5 years ago, we did like Longmont area, visited Red Rocks, Left Hand, and Odell's, and I don't know, everybody, Oscar Blues.
I know, it's so fun. There's so many to see out there. You can't see them all.
Oh my goodness! I mean, we must have seen at least a dozen different breweries that we all went to, and it was a lot, but it was fantastic.
Yeah, I love this. I love this Jagged Mountain brewery. It's great. It's like Jagged Mountain, the brewery, a dispensary, baseball stadium. That's how it. What else is there, right?
That's all you need.
Yeah, when we were out there, the Red Sox were in town.
Oh, well, perfect.
Yeah, so it was pretty fun. We got to see a Red Sox game. Yeah. So anyway, so try it. Tell me what you think.
Yeah, no, this is really quite tasty. Excellent pale ale. The lemon flavor comes through really nicely.
It's funny though when you like beers like this, and you probably have one too that you haven't had for a really long time. And again, this isn't like the original recipe because we had no idea we made it up, sort of. Right. So we added honey, and it had a little bit of lemon added to it. I remember the other one being more crisp than this.
Okay.
But I don't really remember that, if that's correct. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's my mind being like, well, I really like this, but this isn't what it tasted like.
Well, you know what I mean? And even
it was 20 years ago.
If you haven't had them in a while and you try it again and you're like, did they change the recipe? I don't remember it tasting quite like this. But
Right,
your palate
exactly.
is constantly evolving, and maybe, maybe it's your taste buds that have changed and not the beer.
Exactly. That's what I was like. So I really, I'm super happy with how this beer came out. It's a nice summer beer. The price point, like on all their stuff, is great.
Oh, I don't know how they brew the beer they do at the price points that they do, but I'm not complaining.
Right, exactly. I mean, this is an $11.99 4-pack, 16.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
So
ours comes in tomorrow, so we'll have it at the store tomorrow.
okay. Oh, you
But
finally got it? Yeah. I mean, I'm super happy with it. I like everything about what it represents, what it's doing for the community. So it's cool.
Yeah, I think that's really great. It's an awesome project. Great beer. What's not to like?
Exactly. And I enjoy it. I think it'll do well. And I'm excited to get with all the folks involved in it because like the Colorado people haven't had it at all.
Right.
So it'll be interesting to see their reaction to it. So
Yeah.
And then when we go out the next year, that I'm very excited about that. So
yeah, that'll be awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
And then I just got to figure out how to get it from Colorado to here to sell.
Yeah. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, I'll figure it out. I got a lead on how I can get that done anyway. So I'm not too worried.
Other type of Jagged Mountain.
Exactly. Well, there's a way to get around it. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So it'll be here next fall, probably next fall. So it'll be a little, because I think we're doing it. I want to do it the same weekend as Fish at Dick's Sporting Goods Park. So that's always Labor Day weekend. So we might have to change it to winter. Whitey's Wicked Winter.
That could work.
Hey, it works, right? Whatever works. So we'll just make it all seasonal. We'll have a winter version and a summer version. So and we'll cover all our bases.
There you go.
Way. So perfect. Wonderful. Well, that was fun.
Yeah.
I appreciate you coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, we'll schedule another one for mid-August. What do you got coming up for yourself? When's your wedding?
October 2nd.
Okay.
So it's coming up.
It's getting close. I saw the other day that you were celebrating your first brewery trip.
Yeah. We did our first. Yeah. We went to Yards 5 years ago. He I don't think he'd visited many breweries at that point, but now we've been to dozens and dozens.
Are you the one that wants to go to the breweries, or is it a mutual thing?
It has become a mutual thing, but that was definitely started by me. When we met, he had good intentions. He had a cooler full of Coors Light.
Nice.
He said you have to be hydrated, and
you converted him.
I've converted him.
Very good. It just takes one.
Yeah.
Right? It just takes one to start the whole train rolling.
Oh, absolutely. Now we have a fridge full of craft beer, and he's always, "Oh, what are we opening next?"
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Yeah.
Do you guys do like samplings and stuff?
Yeah.
Do you like bring home new stuff from work and they're like, "Oh, we got this in today, we got that in today"?
Yeah, I usually sneak it in through the garage and then pull it out later as if I didn't bring home a case of beer that day.
Yeah, it's tough to do that now because there's so much good stuff that comes in, and
it's a great time to drink craft beer.
Right, exactly, and you're always like, so then you have to kind of pick and choose which ones you want to try.
Yeah.
So, and it's like kind of expensive now, so you go broke like doing it. So it's like it's getting to be above our pay grade. So people watching, if you want your stuff featured on the show, you got to like give us both samples, and we're glad we feature you. So
yeah,
that's the way to go. All right, Shub, this was fun. We got to go watch the rest of the All-Star game.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
I'll see you next time. We'll set up a date like mid-August, and we'll figure out what to do.
All right.
We'll figure out beers. Perfect.
Sounds great.
All right. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thanks. Take care.
You too. All right. There we go. That was fun. Thursday night, actually, I might as well mention this while I'm on this thing. Thursday night, we have Sam from Dogfish joining us. So the founder of Dogfish is actually joining us on Thursday night to talk about Record Store Day and other things in the Dogfish world. So we're very honored and excited to actually have him come on with us. So we'll see how that goes. He'll be on for probably 45 minutes to an hour. We'll cover a lot of territory. So if you guys are around Thursday night, we start at 7 that night, about 7 to 8. So Sam from Dogfish will be on the program. So thanks, everybody. Appreciate you.